Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share a message that will change the way you respond to rejection, distance, and lost connections. Too often, when someone pulls away, we panic, we block them, we beg for attention, we chase what is running. But let me tell you, none of that brings them back. None of that restores your power. If anything, it only pushes them further away. So today, I want you to take a deep breath and shift your focus. Don't block him. Don't beg. Just do this change yourself, not them. Everything begins with you. If you believe you are unworthy, if you believe you are losing someone, that belief shapes your reality. Instead of trying to manipulate the external world, shift your internal world. Assume the version of yourself that is confident, desired, and deeply loved. You do not need to chase anyone who is meant to be in your life. Your energy alone will draw them in. Desperation repels, confidence attracts. When you beg, plead, or try to force something to happen, you send a signal that you are incomplete without them. And let me tell you, no one is drawn to neediness. Instead, step into a mindset of abundance. Know that you are whole without them. The moment you detach from needing their presence, you create space for them to return naturally. If you had what you wanted, if you were deeply loved, pursued, and valued, how would you feel? How would you carry yourself? What thoughts would you think? Step into that energy now. Walk as if love is already yours. Speak as if everything is unfolding in your favor. When you align your mind and emotions with the version of you who has already received love, reality will mirror that. The moment you stop running after someone is the moment they feel your absence. Silence speaks louder than words. When you no longer give away your energy freely, people notice. But you are not doing this to manipulate. You are doing this to reclaim your power. The right people are magnetized to those who radiate self-worth. This is the secret. Not blocking, not begging. Just shifting into a state of already having. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you truly feel that love is already yours, life rearranges itself to match that feeling. What you desire must come to you, not because you forced it, but because you became the version of yourself who naturally receives it. So today, let go of control. Release the need to beg. Stop chasing. Instead, step into the energy of already being chosen, already being loved, already being enough. The moment you do, everything changes. Now go and embody your power. The world will adjust accordingly. Your power is in your energy, not in your reactions. When you react out of fear or desperation, you give control to someone else. Instead of seeking validation through actions, cultivate inner confidence. Your energy speaks louder than words, and people respond to how you carry yourself. The moment you align with self-assurance, everything around you shifts. Desperation repels, confidence attracts. When you chase someone, you signal that you believe they are more valuable than you. True attraction happens when you stand firm in your worth. Confidence creates a magnetic pull that makes others want to be near you. People are drawn to those who know their value and do not seek external approval. You are not losing anything. What is meant for you will come effortlessly. If something or someone is slipping away, trust that it is part of the process. Clinging to what resists you only delays what is truly meant for you. The right people and opportunities align with ease, not struggle. The universe works in your favor when you release fear and embrace trust. Stop chasing and start attracting by embodying self-worth. Attraction is not about forcing someone to stay, it is about becoming someone they want to stay with. The more you pour into your own growth and happiness, the more appealing you become. When you focus on becoming your best self, the right people gravitate toward you. You do not need to chase what naturally aligns with you. The way you see yourself determines how others treat you. If you view yourself as unworthy or replaceable, others will sense it and act accordingly. When you believe in your own value, people respond with respect and admiration. Confidence is felt before it is spoken, and self-perception shapes relationships. Elevate the way you see yourself, and watch how the world follows. Blocking out of anger or pain does not heal you, it only feeds the wound. When you block someone out of frustration, you give them power over your emotions. True healing happens when you no longer need to react at all. Silence is more powerful than impulsive actions based on hurt feelings. Move with strength, not with emotional reactivity, and watch how much lighter you feel. Begging for attention only confirms that you believe you don't deserve it. If someone is meant for you, their presence will not require pleading. Love and respect are given freely, not extracted through desperation. The more you beg, the less attractive you appear, because confidence is lost in the process. Stand in the knowing that you are enough, and the right energy will return to you. Silence is powerful. Let absence speak louder than words. When you remove yourself from situations that do not serve you, you create space for clarity. People notice what is missing when you stop trying to force your presence. The energy shift that happens when you focus on yourself is undeniable. Your absence can say more than 1,000 words ever could. Emotional detachment does not mean you don't care, it means you trust. Holding on to things too tightly creates fear and resistance. When you detach from an outcome, you allow the best possible result to unfold naturally. Love flows where there is freedom, not force. True confidence comes from knowing that what is meant for you will never require chasing. True strength is found in your ability to remain unshaken. Life will test you, and people will pull away, but your power is in your response. When you stand firm in your worth, nothing external can shake your foundation. Strength is not in how loudly you react, but in how gracefully you peace. The less you seek validation, the more control you have over your emotions. Assume you are already loved, and life will mirror that belief. The way you feel about yourself dictates what you experience in relationships. If you walk in the energy of being valued, others will treat you accordingly. The world reflects your inner self-perception, so embody love, and love will find you. When you truly believe you are cherished, you will no longer tolerate anything less. Your inner world creates your outer world. Focus on how you feel, not what you see. If your thoughts are rooted in lack and fear, your external reality will reflect that. Shift your focus to what you want, rather than what you fear losing. The moment you align with confidence and abundance, the outside world starts to shift. Your emotions shape your reality more than circumstances ever will. If you believe someone is slipping away, you will create that reality. Fear-based thinking manifests exactly what you do not want. Instead of focusing on loss, focus on the energy of security and fulfillment. People are drawn to those who radiate certainty, not insecurity. Shift your belief system, and you will shift the outcome. Confidence in yourself will shift the way people respond to you. When you know your worth, you move differently, you speak with certainty, and carry yourself with grace. People naturally respect and admire those who do not seek approval. Confidence is magnetic, and those who recognize your value. The more secure you feel within, the more positively the world reflects back at you. Act as if love is already yours, and it will be. The energy of already having attracts more of the same. Instead of feeling lack, embody the emotions of fulfillment and certainty. When you radiate self-assurance, the universe aligns your external reality to match. You do not chase what you already believe is yours, you attract it effortlessly. Let go of control. Love is never forced. When you attempt to manipulate or pressure someone into staying, you create resistance. Love flows naturally when there is ease, not desperation. Surrendering to what is allows space for the best possible outcome. The strongest relationships are built on freedom, not control. You don't need to prove your worth to be chosen. Those who genuinely value you will see your greatness without you having to convince them. The more you try to prove yourself, the less certain you appear. True attraction comes from knowing you are enough without external validation. Be so certain in your value that others have no choice but to recognize it. If someone truly values you, they will recognize your absence. People often do not appreciate what is constantly available. When you step back, you give them the opportunity to see your worth clearly. Distance creates reflection, and reflection creates appreciation. Sometimes, the best way to remind someone of your value is to remove your presence. Stop waiting for someone to change yourself first. You cannot force another person to act the way you want, but you can transform your own energy. When you grow, evolve, and radiate confidence, you shift the dynamic entirely. The best way to inspire change in others is to embody the highest version of yourself. When you level up, the people around you either rise with you or fade away. Trust that what is meant for you will find its way effortlessly. You do not have to fight for what is already aligned with your highest good. When you trust in the process and release fear, the right things naturally unfold. Life works best when you surrender and allow things to come to you instead of forcing them. What is truly yours will always be drawn back to you with ease. You are not someone who is abandoned, you are someone who is adored. The way you define yourself shapes the way others see you. If you carry the energy of rejection, you will continue to experience it. Shift your identity to someone who is deeply loved and valued. When you embody self-worth, the world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Your identity shapes your experiences. Choose to be someone who is valued. If you believe you are overlooked or unwanted, your reality will reinforce that belief. When you step into the mindset of being chosen, respected, and appreciated, life mirrors the truth. People treat you according to how you treat yourself. Become the version of you that naturally receives love without effort. The moment you stop needing, you start receiving. Desperation creates resistance, while confidence creates flow. The energy of lack repels what you want, but the energy of fulfillment attracts it. When you no longer seek validation, people feel the shift and are drawn to you. Love flows effortlessly when you are at peace within yourself. Carry yourself like the most desirable person in the room. Your presence speaks before you even say a word. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate confidence and security. When you walk into a space, knowing your worth, others recognize it too. The energy you project determines the response you receive from the world. You don't have to prove anything. Your presence alone is enough. When you stop seeking validation, you command respect effortlessly. People sense the difference between someone who needs approval and someone who simply is. True attraction happens when you stand firm in who you are. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to convince them. Live as if your love life is already thriving. Your energy dictates your reality, so step into the emotions of fulfillment now. When you act like love is abundant in your life, you attract more of it. The universe responds to certainty, not longing. Walk in the confidence that everything you desire is already unfolding perfectly. Feel the emotions of being desired and the world will match it. Your inner state influences what you attract externally. If you constantly feel unwanted, that energy will continue to manifest. But when you embrace the feeling of being cherished, you shift your reality. The secret is to embody the experience before it physically appears. Your reality follows your dominant thoughts. Choose wisely. Every thought you repeat strengthens a pattern in your life. If you dwell on rejection and loss, you create more of the same. Instead, focus on gratitude, self-love, and abundance. What you consistently affirm in your mind becomes your lived experience. When you radiate self-love, others are drawn to your energy. People respond to the way you treat yourself. If you carry yourself with love and respect, the world follows suit. The more you invest in your happiness, the more attractive you become. Self-love is the foundation for relationships that are healthy and fulfilling. Confidence and peace are more attractive than any words you can say. People are drawn to those who are secure within themselves. When you stop seeking external validation, you naturally become more appealing. Words can be ignored, but energy is felt deeply. True beauty and attraction stem from inner calm and self-assurance. Love flows to those who believe they deserve it. Your beliefs set the stage for your experiences. If you see yourself as someone who is always chosen and loved, reality aligns with that perception. The mind is powerful. It will create whatever you deeply accept as true. Step into the identity of someone who naturally receives love without struggle. Acting from fear creates more fear. Act from certainty instead. When you operate from a place of lack, you attract more situations that reinforce it. Fear-based actions push people away while confidence draws them in. Move as if everything is working in your favor, and it will. The universe responds to certainty with opportunities that match it. The universe responds to the energy you give out. Everything around you is a reflection of your internal world. If you constantly dwell in sadness and longing, you will experience more of the same. But when you shift into gratitude, abundance, and joy, your reality begins to transform. Life mirrors the vibrations you consistently emit. The people in your life reflect how you feel about yourself. If you accept mistreatment, it is because you believe on some level that you deserve it. When you raise your standards internally, your external world shifts to match. Self-respect naturally filters out those who do not align with your worth. The more you value yourself, the more you attract people who do the same. Shift your belief, and the world around you will shift too. Your external circumstances are simply a reflection of your inner state. If you change your core beliefs, your reality will begin to align accordingly. Nothing changes outside of you until something changes within you. The moment you believe in a better outcome, you make room for it to manifest. Prioritize yourself over any relationship. Your energy comes first. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and relationships should complement, not complete you. The more you focus on personal growth, the better your connections become. When you make yourself the center of your universe, everything else falls into place. Your happiness should never depend on another person. Improve yourself daily, not to win someone back, but because you deserve it. Growth should never be about proving your worth to someone else. True transformation happens when you evolve for your own fulfillment. When you commit to becoming your best self, everything around you improves naturally. The right people will recognize your value without needing to be convinced. Focus on creating a life so full that you don't need validation from anyone. A fulfilled life does not revolve around waiting for someone's attention. Build a life that excites you with or without a specific person in it. When your happiness is self-sustained, relationships become an addition, not a necessity. The more complete you feel within yourself, the more naturally love flows to you. Let people choose you because they want to, not because you begged. Love that is freely given is the only love worth having. If someone has to be convinced to stay, they were never truly yours to begin with. Stand in your power and allow people to show up willingly. The ones who value you will stay without any pressure or persuasion. The moment you stop trying to control, the right things will flow effortlessly to you. Control is rooted in fear, while trust is rooted in strength. When you release the need to force outcomes, you open the door for better possibilities. Life moves in your favor when you allow things to unfold naturally. Surrender is not weakness, it is the ultimate act of confidence.